Hi guys, how are you? Hope you are doing good. Welcome back to the channel and let us see some of the important topics of GMO. What is meant by GMO? Genetically modified organism, and the definition of the GMO is ones whose genetic material had been altered using the genetic engineering, where the genetic material has been altered by using the genetic engineering method. And genetically modified organisms are commonly used in the foods and medicines. They lead to the concern about the dangers the cause to the environment and also to the human health. There are some of the GMO crops like canola, and where canola shows the vegetable oil and canola oil, and also we are having the corn where it is shown the genetically modified or crops, and cotton it is also included in the genetically modified foods, and soya where the soy oil vegetable oil where useful appears in the ingredients list as. And let us see the next. What is the how the GMO has been arrived? By eliminating the modifying or adding the copies of specific genes. You should observe that by eliminating, modifying or adding the copies of a specific genes. Specific genes often from other organisms through modern molecular biology techniques, and they also called as recombinant DNA, genetic engineering, and also the gene splicing. Through these methods, this has been arrived. Let us see about the two most common types of GMOs. One is food and the medicine. In the food, the canola, soybean, golden rice, corn, and aspartame were included in the food. And also in the medicines, genetically modified organisms, insulin, hormone, and vaccine are added. Coming to the food GMOs, where the crops are modified, so when the farmers kill weeds with herbicides, the crops can withstand the exposure to the herbicide. Here, you should observe that the farmer kills the weed with herbicides, and crop should not affect the herbicide should not affect the crop, and it should stand for the exposure of the herbicide. You should observe killing the weeds and not the crop. This is the main important for the food GMOs. Although it is not as common, some types of GMOs are modified to increase their nutrient content. Corn and soybean are two examples of the crops which are having the nutrient GMO version available in the corn and the soybean. Let us see about the GMO's history. First, GMO was created in 1973, and after years of testing and research in the genetics and engineering, GMO were introduced to the farmers, and the pros and cons were available to the farmers through the GMOs. In 1990s, the genetically modified foods become available in the stores, and in 1978 you should observe that genetic becomes the first to synthesize the insulin, and later they create a human growth hormone which was used to enable the dwarf children to grow to a normal size. And the insulin humulin is the first consumer product developed through modern bioengineering. And here you should observe that humulin is the first consumer product developed through modern bioengineering. And coming, let us see about the next invention and history. In 1982, the Monsanto introduced the bovine, which here you can see the bovine, the growth hormone used in the cows to increase the milk production. As we know that bovine in the cows is used to increase the milk production. They introduced the bovine hormone growth in the cows for the increase in the milk production. Here you can see They were among the first to genetically modify a plant growth in the 1983, who means the Monsanto. In 1992, the call genes for favor sour in the tomato. This is the important point to be noted. And flower sour is approved for the commercial production in the tomato. Let us see the examples of the potential benefits and risks of genetically modified. First, coming to the golden rice, the advantage is it contains the vitamin A so that children in developing countries won't become blind and increase the efficiency and nutrient uptake. Coming to the disadvantage, in the poor countries, become dependent on the rich countries which have the techniques for engineering, and the golden rice should have some of the techniques as genetic engineering. So in the developing countries it will be a shortage and they will be dependent on the rich countries or developed countries for the golden rice. And so this is the advantage of the golden rice of the GM crops. And the importance of the genetically modified organisms. There will be like benefits increased in the crop yields and reduces the cost of yields and reduce need for the pesticides, enhances the nutrient composition and food quality. Resistance to the pest and diseases, it is the most important where this genetically modified organisms has been developed for the resistance to the pest and the diseases. The greater food security, the medical benefits to the world's growing population. Benefits of the genetically modified organisms, you should be notified. And let us see some of the genetically modified organisms advantages. They offer more useful knowledge for genetics, and the mapping of the GMO genetic material, which has been increased the knowledge about the genetic alternations, have paved the way for the enhancement of the genes in the crops to make them beneficial in terms of production and human consumption. Let us see the next point. They allow for more profit. In which way they allow for more profit? Have GMOs have become a very efficient means for farmers to make the larger profits. It allows to spend less time and resources and economically efficient in a way that these organisms are designed to the pest resistance and also for the eliminating the need to use pesticides. And they add more value to the crops. As another great reason to grow GMO crops is that to add more value to the crops. They, as there are regions around the world that heavily rely on rice and corn, plant genes can be added to such crops to boost their nutritional value in the particular helpful in malnutritional populations. And coming to the next, they are known to decrease the prices of the food. Advanced crops and higher yields certainly mean lower cost, which are benefit that can be passed to the consumers in the form of cheaper food products. This will be very helpful to families who cannot afford to buy supplies for everyday consumption. And coming to the yield products that are found to be safe. And in this perspective, you can observe that testing and the evaluation of the GMOs and other related products, they are found to be safe for the human consumptions. In fact, the study shows that they are even safer compared to the traditional crops. See about some disadvantages of the GMOs. First, they would make the plants that leave unwanted residual effects to the remain in the soil for a longer period of time. Here it shows that the experimental cultivation of these crops started in USA and Canada became the large scale and commercial in the mid 1990s, and here the particularly GMO plants had left the unwanted or residual effects remaining in the soil for extended period. If they are remained in the soil for the extended periods, they were removed and altered, altering the agricultural regulatories. The data shows that the absence of genetically modified plants, their strain persisted for up to 6 years. So this is an advantage, and next disadvantage is they can pose a threat to the insects that are important to the ecosystems. They can reduce the insects and some of the important insects which are useful for the ecosystem and for the agriculture. They can reduce their population, so that this is make the disadvantages of the genetically modified organisms, and they can produce the more weeds and can threaten the lives of animals. If the weeds and the grass is very important for the animals, and some of the weeds which is not useful for the animals will be developed, so that the lives of the animals will be kept in the threat. To keep them under control, the scientists are inventing new herbicides that were not necessary for the non-GMO weeds and toxic to the various animals that feed on GMO. Let us see the next points. They threaten the crop diversity. In which way they threaten the crop diversity? Means those who oppose the creation of the GMOs, they push their argument with the regards to the effect of these products on genetic diversity, and they say that the genes from the genetic modified crops can spread to the organic farm crops, threatening the diversity in agriculture. If it does happen that crop diversity decreases, this will have a serious impact on the population dynamics of other organisms. So that this is the main disadvantage of the genetically modified organisms, which can threaten the crop diversity. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.